Feeling so quiet today, I might not have anything to say to you. So I better bring over my Experiencing God Bible. Don't have any exciting stories. Oh, don't think I have any earth-shattering thoughts. Let's see. Maybe that sun in the back is a little too glary. Oh, maybe it's just fine. Maybe we'll bring it down like that and just sit back and have a little coffee and maybe only talk for a minute or two. Good morning, 55. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Thursday morning. I'm going to guess it's March 20th. It is 8:14 a.m. Happy Thursday. Coffee with Ken is a show that I have done for quite some time. It is a show about me talking. It's a show about me sharing some feelings, kind of sharing a little bit about the adventure of one man's life. Hasn't felt particularly adventurous. Somebody's telling me the date. Let me see. Oh, yeah. It's March 19th. I apologize. If I said it was March 20th, it's March 19th. Again, I have not felt particularly adventurous. I'm feeling like my life right now is very mundane. It is working. It is looking for more work. It is resting. It's not that exciting. It's not that exciting. Greg says it's a great morning. Undersky says it's a great morning. Lori says it's a glorious morning. So maybe I just need to get my head out of my ass and have a slightly better attitude. And maybe sometimes the mundane is more interesting than it doesn't even have to be interesting. Maybe that's it. Maybe I don't need this to be interesting. Maybe I could just be sitting here sipping some dang coffee, reading my Experiencing God book if I choose to, or not if I choose not to, showing you a can of Chef Boyardee ravioli that I've had on my counter for a few weeks. Bought 2 cans, had one the first day, microwaved it up. It kind of seeped through my bowl, kind of made a mess, so I'm mad at it. So I haven't had the second can full. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. You guys think it's... Hello, Cathos. I missed you, Cathos. It's nice to have you on the show today. We are out of the gates with a glorious audience. I haven't even had my first sip, but I am awed by the glory of the audience. The 29 people watch, and I think that's 6 thumbs up, and we're only 4 minutes into the talk. Just think what will happen when we're 44 minutes in. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. You know it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, by the way, I went out to get my standard 2 cups of coffee when I'm going to do a talk show. If it was just me, I'd probably just get this because I live near the lobby. It's not very hard to go get a refill. But since I'm going to do a glorious show today, hey, can we do a little test? Can we do a little test? How's the volume sound now? Does the volume sound fairly good? Sometimes I think when I sit over there, the volume, I don't know, I almost feel the YouTube volume has sucked lately. I don't, or maybe the problem was this. When I was in my apartment in Wisconsin, I got used to the high ceilings, the big sound, the uh, what have you. Okay, all right. So you're saying the sound is good here. Let's try a little test. How is the sound right now? Has the sound, Lori, or 55? Or Cathos? Did the sound change? Still good? Okay, then I'm going to grab my coffee and sit over here because I think it'd be a little more comfortable over here. I think the lighting's better, especially on this sunny day. When I was sitting over there, although you're saying not as good. Okay, Cathos is saying not as good. Well, the articulation would be solid. So you're saying the sound is bad over there. And the sound is better right here. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Jesus does love me. Okay, the window makes it sound hollow. All right, well, that's what's, I'm telling you. Okay, well, it's better right here. You guys might be annoyed, but for the guy that's listening to it and editing these videos and having them become shorts and reels and TikToks, listening to kind of a not pure sound hour-long video of yourself talking about nothing can really be quite annoying. So what have I figured? I either need to do my show here or find an apartment and not sit in a window. Well, Lori said she can't tell a difference. Well, it's not like it's absolutely ruined in the window well, but it sounds kind of weird. But anyway, thank you. Thank you all for opining. I very much appreciate you this morning. I strive for excellence with you, and I need your help sometimes. So, as I was saying, it's not just a show about me talking. You know, it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I've got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me and a Yeti to back me up. And I am excited to have my first sip at this late hour for me. It was hard to get out of bed. Slept past 7. Woke up a few times, but I'm still feeling pretty darn relaxed. Yet I am excited to have my first sip of coffee. And my hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Just kind of want to sit here with my eyes shut and say, well, thanks for joining me. That's what Coffee with Ken is. We've figured out the audio issues, or at least looked into them further. I've had my first sip. We can all go about our day. I don't have any great thoughts for you. I wrote down some the other day, but I talked about them yesterday. Oh, I have one. Can we talk social media or content creation a little bit? Mm. I saw a news story on CNBC. Uh, Greg's doing green tea to help lose weight. That's interesting. Why do you think green tea causes you to lose weight, Greg? I mean, it might. I just wasn't aware that green tea um, had any calorie burning effects to it. I mean, oh, somebody's here for the first time. Well, welcome, first time person. Oh, I was talking about something. Greg got me a little distracted with the green tea and the weight loss. I thought since my shoulder was hurt, I kind of hurt my shoulder the other day. And haven't worked out. This would be 3 days in a row off if I take off today, which is kind of hard for me. And because of that, I might start drinking green tea just because I can't work out to burn calories. So I'll just consume green tea in mass. And Greg and I will lose weight together. If somebody gave me $100,000, would I stop doing my show and get off social media? I don't understand. Why would I stop doing my show and get off social media if somebody gave me $100,000? The keto diet. Green tea keeps you satisfied without eating. Seems to be working so far. Oh, all right. What was I saying? Oh, I saw on CNBC yesterday that Facebook is trying to lure content creators to their platform and have it be um, a place where people think of posting more videos or content. And they are initiating a program. And I mean, I don't qualify for it, but either way, it shows that there's a demand for video content of some form or other. And if you have 100,000 subscribers on either Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, they will pay you $1,000 a month to post 10 videos over there. And if you have 1 million subscribers on any of those platforms, they'll pay you 3 grand a month. And that's not like even a long-term thing. But to me, and I tried to explain this to ChatGPT, it didn't really get it. It wanted to lecture me about something that I thought was totally unrelated. To me, it seems that it's saying the value of content, whatever it may be, whatever form it is more valuable than the markets. At least Mark Zuckerberg and the people at Facebook are willing to pay for it in numbers larger than we are currently seeing. And there's a new bidder out there in Facebook, at least in the near term, to get people posting over there. And again, I don't qualify, but I do have 35,000 followers on Instagram. So I'm over a third the way there. And they're not doing this, but let's just say if they're going to pay somebody with 100,000 subscribers $1,000 a month, they might pay somebody with 35,000 subscribers, say 350 a month. And not that they're doing it, but it shows that there's a demand for it, and somebody's willing to pay it for it. That's all I got about that. Hello, Julie Flanagan. Greg wants to know, and Greg is asking a good question. We have a glorious audience. We have 41 people watching, but we only have 11 thumbs up. And I am thankful for those 11 thumbs up. But if you people that are here watching this show with this guy, bald guy, perfect bald head, wearing a Duquesne Dukes basketball shirt. Would you please take the time to double tap the screen for me? It would give me a thumbs up. It would tell the powers that be that, hey, this is a pretty darn good show. We should broadcast this to a much more vast audience. And I don't know what I'd do with that vast audience. Somebody hopped on and said, you'd have a lot more viewers if I didn't block everybody that disagreed with me. I'd rather have a nice group of people that I enjoy chatting with than a huge group of people watching. John is watching the morning show on your break at work. Well, John, I don't know what you do, but what I love about you, John B., is that you tell us where you're watching the morning show. Fish Fry says they're trying to figure out what this show is about. You've been watching for 2 days. See, that's what happens, Fish Fry. Suddenly you're going to be like 18 months in and going, I don't even know what the hell this show is about, but this guy sure moves a lot. He's in great shape, and he drinks a hell of a lot of coffee, and you're going to be hooked. And you're going to be double tapping the screen, cheering other people to start double tapping the screen. I'm going to know where you're from. Yeah. Sir, somebody, hold on here. I actually have had a problem with this lately, and I believe that a lot of these podcasters are basically saying anything just to get paid from these different sites. Well, you certainly wouldn't think that's me, right? Sir Dog? Sir AI Dog? Because, I don't say I don't get paid. I barely get paid, but I'm certainly not saying anything to get paid by these sites. I'm just a guy drinking some coffee in a hotel room. That's kind of weird. Somebody asked a bit ago if I got paid 100 grand, would I get off, stop doing it? I don't think so. I don't know that I can. I can for a little bit, but I've got things to say. I've got a message to share. Uh, 55's 4 years in. You got to if you're only 2 days in, you got to get off now. You're going to start caring about me so much, you're going to annoy the crap out of me. I'm not going to go live because you're going to care whether I pack a lamp or not. And it's going to be an emotional day for me, and I'm going to go, I don't want to discuss whether I packed the lamp. I'm just going to quietly move out of my beautiful apartment in Appleton, Wisconsin, pack up my Kia Soul, and drive south of the border. ¿Cómo está? I didn't drive that south. Oh. Your boy Skipper, a top 20 person of mine from Australia, is on. I'm more like the conspiracy theory spreaders, the ones that think that's okay to say or do anything. I think it's okay to say or do what I want. I talk about things that irk some people. I saw Pete Hegseth on CNBC saying, takes money to kill bad guys. My struggle with that is calling certain people bad guys. And I'm not that aware, Yeah, I don't know. I hope we're killing bad guys. I hate the thought of killing anybody, though. Have I ever thought about going on a local radio station? You were on a community radio station in Australia 15 years ago. It was a community-based station. I applied to a couple radio stations. Green Bay, I never heard back. When I was living in Wisconsin, I applied to one in Champaign, Illinois, and interviewed with the station manager and did a video interview with the co-host. It was like a morning show, and I talked to the woman, and they were looking to put a guy to give her a co-host for her morning show, and I interviewed with her, and I thought it went well, and we got along. They did not hire me. Obviously, I didn't wasn't what they were looking for, which is fine. But I was surprised. The pay on it was amazingly small. And honestly, I'm not sure how big their audience is, or I've checked them out on social media. They, I don't know, considering it's a radio station, and I'm old enough to think the radio's pretty cool still. I would have thought if they posted a picture of the DJs, I don't know, doing anything, they would get like 100,000 likes, but they did not. Hmm. Mix says, viewers' intellect dictate what they're drawn to. Some need instant, trendy fulfillment. Others play the long game, in-depth connection. Well, Mick, I've often said that my audience is the most intelligent audience on the internet, on social media. I've usually said it just as a marketing tool to pat you guys on the back and figure the endorphins. Like a dog, I'm patting you on the head. Good boy. And you're going, thank you, Coffee with Ken. It's nice that you compliment us and you call us glorious and intelligent. Stink Nasty says it's coffee time. Fish Fry says radio is a dying media. Julie says we are. I don't know if you are the most intelligent, the most glorious, or what. It is a glorious audience today. We got 49 people watching. We got 17 thumbs up. Surely a couple of you could double tap that screen and get me over to 20. I was begging for it yesterday. I had somebody arguing with me saying, oh, you'd have more audience if you didn't block people. Yeah, but then I'd have a bunch of jerks watching my show. Who wants that? You know, maybe you guys do, but I don't want to sit here. I'm just waking up. I had a good night's sleep. Kind of got a wide open day today. Work later tonight, but between now and then, telling you that my shoulder, it doesn't hurt so bad. I think I could work out, but I want it to heal. Perhaps this could be like a peace through strength thing, where I could just keep hammering the weights or hitting the heavy bag and say, bah, that does not hurt me. Do the thumbs up promote my stream in the YouTube algorithm? I like to think that they do. Mick Swagger said, do you think radio and newspaper will make a comeback when AI becomes more dominant online? People will start to rebel. Mick, I was missing the newspaper the other day. There was something about it. It was companionship for me. The holding of the paper and the, reading of the news. It's so hard to believe that we were patient enough to wait for the following day to get yesterday's news. And it wasn't that long ago. Any kids out there, believe it or not, we used to get something delivered to us called the newspaper. It would come out and it would be yesterday's news. And we would read it with anticipation because we were patient, because we were satisfied knowing what happened yesterday. But I miss it. I miss holding it. Even crazier is there were things called magazines that came out once a month. We had to wait for next month's Sports Illustrated. I think that was a weekly one, but you know what I mean. The point still stands. 55 asked, how was last night's yoga? Well, 55, I ended up going to work last night. A gentleman I work with needed the night off or the day off, and I need the money, and whoa, holy shit. See, now that would have gone viral. It still might. So my point is I ended up working instead of going to the gym. So I made a little money, got out of the house. I don't know. I had an interview the other day, by the way. It went real well. But what was kind of bothering me is the chair was kind of slopey. You know, and I was kind of leaning back like a little more than I wanted to because it didn't support me. That was scary. My chair collapsed on you. Yeah, no, it's good to work. It was good to get paid. It was good to get out of the house. But honestly, I was really excited about that restorative yoga class. Those are wonderful. There's one on Friday morning that I might go to, but I probably will go to tomorrow morning. But there's something really nice about doing those at night. It's kind of like a full body and mind massage and prepares you for a relaxing evening at home. But I didn't go. It's only been around 30 years that we actually had cell phones. So it's pretty sad that we've let technology take over and the newspapers, and you miss taxi cabs. Well, there's still taxi cabs, aren't there? Did I work at the restaurant yesterday? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Wasn't super busy. But it was still, I mean, I needed the money. I made money. I was out of the house for several hours versus just out an hour and a half. I got home by 9 o'clock last night. And what was super awesome, and I don't think anyone should give advice or take advice. And I find it offensive when somebody says you should. But I'm telling you, if you guys haven't seen, oh no, the thought, the name of the movie just slipped my mind. Can we pretend this conversation didn't happen? The Equalizer. Please watch it. I've talked about it before. Denzel Washington is like a superhero, badass dude that hunts the bad guys. It's really quite amazing. And you might say, oh, yeah, you've seen that before in Taken or in like the Die Hard movies, maybe a little bit, but not really. You almost know the bad guys have no chance when they're going against Denzel. He's hunting them. Thank you, Seabiscuit. Somebody asked me a question. Oh, am I a waiter again? I am right now. Okay, I'll talk about that. Did I have a beeper? I've never had a beeper. I have never had a beeper. I'm pretty good at waiting tables. I mean, I'm not, I do it on personality and engagement and connecting and trying and positive attitude and what have you. I'm not great at multitasking 27 things in a row, or if I'm walking up to a table of 6 and everyone gives me their orders, me remembering everything. That's not my strength, but I do it on personality. But it's fairly comfortable and I'm good at it. And the pay's pretty good. And I kind of like it. I mean, at certain restaurants I like it, certain I don't. I'm at a restaurant where I like it. I interviewed for a job the other day, and I've never done the job. And I can't help but think in my mind, what if I hate this job, or what if I suck at it? Mick said Equalizer better than John Wick. I've never seen John Wick. Is it of that genre? You never know until you try. Very true, fish fry. But okay, I was thinking about it during the night. I almost feel if they hire me, before like officially hiring me, maybe hire me for like a week or a day and go, let's just see how this goes. See if you like it, see if you're good with, you do the job fairly well. Certainly you're going to need to learn. But let's get some idea whether you're qualified for this job at all. Shadenfruit said, we all kind of suck at first. That's expected. You'll learn and do great. Well, thank you, Shadenfruit. I appreciate that. The guy I was interviewing with made it sound like scary and hard a little bit. But I asked him at the end, I go, what do you think of me? He goes, I like you. I go, okay, good. Because I almost want to say, because if you're doubting me, because you know what this job is, please don't hire me if you think I will suck. It's kind of an account executive sort of position. Territory manager, I think they might call it, or something. I think it's good asking questions like that, asking the interviewer if it's a sales position, either A, would you buy from me? Or B, do you want me representing your company? And seeing what they say. You're really laying it on the line there, but you're also, I think, showing some confidence because you are laying it on the line. Read up on the job as much as possible. But it's not like I'm going to be a dentist where I can study dentistry. Even, for instance, say it was a waiting table job, you could read up on waiting tables. Or even a bartender. You could study, how to make, I don't know, cosmopolitan till you're blue in the face, but until you have to do it under fire with 3 waiters wanting drinks in a crowded bar screaming at you for other stuff, it doesn't mean you're going to be good as a bartender. I think, okay, I guess what I'm saying is I think information and knowledge is kind of overrated. I've worked as a waiter before, and they're talking about studying the menu. I can only read that your hamburger comes with lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickles. I'm still going to forget 3 of the 4 cheeses that we offer until I do it enough to remember. I just read the menu and I go, I can't remember a damn thing. But I'll tell you what teaches me is actually doing it and bringing the food out and saying, oh, when I entered that hamburger, they gave me a section of choices and it said pepper jack, American, cheddar, blue. Those must be the cheeses that we include on the hamburger. So yeah, that's what I think. How long do I invest in a job before I decide to leave? Well, Greg, I haven't even started there. I don't know. A realtor, I was 17 years. That was pretty good. Stockbroker, I did it 10-ish, maybe 8 or 9. But I couldn't do it anymore. I hated it. Waiters, I don't usually leave because I suck as a waiter. I leave because of life reasons, because, I don't know, I migrate like a goose. I go north, I go south. Or like I'm a indigenous person or a Native American following the buffalo. This is me following my version of the buffalo, north and south. Tatanka. A general question, I don't know. I've never really, I don't know. I've never done it. And it's never because I sucked. Like you saw me, you guys that have been watching for any length of time, watched my entire career as a substitute teacher. It was 3 months long. I started. I enjoyed it. I felt I was making a difference. And saw the feelings I went through. It wasn't because I ever sucked at being a substitute. It was lack of relationship building with staff and students alike. It was being plugged in to new spots constantly where you could never feel like you were making a difference. It was the disappointment of being told I couldn't use nicknames when the kids loved it. And it was certainly the only way I was going to remember. I didn't need to remember their names. I called the girl Lavender because she had a lavender sweater. They were all begging me for nicknames. I'm telling you. It was realizing the bureaucracy or whatever it's called of the educational system would frown on any fun or creativity in class. It was never that I sucked, but I was going, this isn't a match. Well, Greg, if the hamburger's really good, sometimes I'll take a small bite and then I'll bring it out to you. I'll usually admit it. I'll go, hey, Greg, you got the blue cheese and the bacon on your burger. How was I to resist? I took a little nibble. I hope that's okay. You ordered it just the way I would. Somebody said I definitely seem to like it. If you're talking about substitute teaching, I certainly liked aspects of it. I liked aspects of it. I had to leave anyway. I left the state. Again, I migrated down south. And there were neat aspects of it, and I think I was good at it, and I think the kids got a kick out of me, but then I'd never see them again, and that felt kind of weird. Good morning, AJ. How are you? Rebecca goes, just take my little Jesus in my pocket to work with, and you'll be fine. It's interesting because I know on interviews you're supposed to keep certain things out of it, but I don't do a great job of keeping certain things out of it. And I wasn't stomping on the desk talking about Jesus during the interview. But I think the interviewer the other day asked me about obstacles that have gotten in my way of achieving certain things. And I explained to him that I didn't really look at them as obstacles as much as I think if you have faith, you realize those things are guiding you. They're not blockading you. They're not, they're steering you. And that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, sitting in front of you today, interviewing for this job, sir. He asked what the most challenging thing I've had to face was, and I think he was looking for the time when a customer didn't order or fired me or, I don't know, something like that. And I go, you want to know the most difficult thing I've had to deal with? Oh, it's going through a divorce. And I explained it to him, how you identify yourself with guys do often as a career, or I identified myself as a happily married father of two beautiful kids. And I woke up one day in my apartment and my kids weren't there. And it was rebuilding my own feeling of self-worth and identity after that. And I think that interested him. And he goes, well, how do you do it? And I said, a little bit at a time. Keep moving forward. I started spewing some of the stuff I do on this show to the guy interviewing for me. If he doesn't hire me, we know why. But I think I put my best foot forward. Oh. Wow, do you see this glorious audience? Is anyone else noticing the glory in this audience? We got 52 people watching. We got 27 thumbs up. I'm sitting in my hotel room on a Thursday. Looks nice outside. I don't have anything to do because my shoulder. Did I tell you my shoulder? Somebody asked earlier what I do to my shoulder. Well, I've been lifting a lot of weights lately. I'm 57. I'm lifting a fair amount of weights and I'm hitting the heavy bag. And I think both of them were causing issues for my shoulder. And I took a punch with my right arm and it felt kind of bad. And it's been a little sore the last couple of days. Not been hugely problematic. But I feel that I should give it some time to rest and heal possibly. I could fight through it, but I don't think that would be prudent. So I thought about going golfing. I must say, when I was getting my coffee this morning, I was calculating, well, it's 8 o'clock. At the longest, I'll do my show for 2 hours. And I could get to the golf course at 11:30. I got to work at this time later this afternoon. I could at least play 9 holes. I wonder if I would suck. I wonder if my shoulder would be able to swing. Lisa Smith, who's always a little bit of a wet blanket with her older sister advice, there are so many other forms of exercise you can do at the gym. Elliptical, treadmill, bike. Yeah, but I think kind of just doing some random exercise one day doesn't interest me a heck of a lot, Lisa. Because if I'm not going to do the bike again next week, let's say, doing it today is really, it'll blow off stress, I guess. It'll burn calories. I guess if I'm saying what motivates me, it's seeing progress or improvement or getting better. And I get a lot of joy feeling I can hit the punching bag better or crisper or longer or bench press more and just doing some random workout periodically. No, you're right. It does make you feel like you did something. And you did do something. But then again, Lisa, it's also okay to take a few days off. Claudia said golf is terrible for a sore shoulder. Rebecca also is worried. And Josh is suggesting I do a leg day instead. The only thing I do for my legs, and it hurts like hell, by the way, is pushing this heavy sled across the gym. It's quite hard. So for me, I guess what I'm really saying is hitting the heavy bag was the way I finished every workout. And even on my leg day, which was just me pushing the sled across the gym 10 times, um, I would finish with the punching bag, the heavy bag. And not being able to do it kind of bums me out. Lisa said she agrees. She, Lisa, you've been watching for like 25 years, and that's the first time you've ever agreed with me on anything. So I'm giving you a hug right now. Yeah, you've had to change up your exercises since your shoulders. If you're on the elliptical, and I've never cared for the elliptical too much. For me, okay, I'll continue this line of thinking. I used to be a runner, and I used to be fast, and I used to feel smooth and good. And to do something like the elliptical, it kind of feels, I don't get much joy out of it. Does my image on the screen flip around because you talk about your right shoulder, but you touch your left shoulder? Well, this is my right shoulder, would be to answer your question, Greg. I think you are getting a mirror image of me. So when I talk about my right shoulder, and I am touching my right shoulder, it looks like I'm touching my left. Yeah, people say that, like, why do you wear a watch on your right arm if you're right-handed? And it's not, it's on my left. Or when I used to be married, they'd go, hey, your wedding ring's on your wrong finger. I thought about it. I thought about breaking out the wedding ring again. Not to say I'm married, just to kind of mix it up. I mean, I don't even go on dates. I have no women hitting on me. So just for jewelry. Claudia says the heavy bag is hard on your wrist too. Well, I have protective gear for that, Claudia. Can I fix my broadcast so it's not backwards? Maybe, but I don't care too much about it. I'm not worried about it. If you're struggling reading my shirt, I guess I don't worry about it a heck of a lot. Oh. Okay, I'm asking you women out there. And I'm sure you would think it's weird. Fred Hinkle, I'm not asking you. You go back to your cornfields in southern Indiana and tell me it's a day or two till spring. Good morning, apartment 420. What are you ladies out there? And Julie, I don't want your opinion because you're too connected, because you're going to think it means something it doesn't. But I was thinking, just out of boredom, if I wore a wedding ring, would it spice things up a little bit? How would my day go? Hold on. Sit right there. Oh, well. Okay, I think what you, and I'm only talking to the ladies. I'm only talking to the ladies. I think what you would immediately say is, oh, that's deceptive. Why are you lying? But that's only really legit if I was married and wasn't wearing a ring. You know what I'm saying? How's that feel? How's that look? Feels a little tighter than it used to. It makes me look more stable for sure. I appreciate that. Yeah, look at this. You know, this isn't to attract or repel women in any way, but I think it does. I'm not kidding. I think it makes me. This is a wedding band, Nancy. This is a wedding band, and it is on my ring finger. It makes me feel like I'm a part of a club. And I want to be a part of that club. Narinder, you're a woman. I once lusted after you because you're Indian with a British accent, and that combination seemed sexy to me. What do you think about a guy who's not married, who's not even dating? Still there? Wait, still there? Wait, let's see. Hold on. Hold on. We got to back up. I lost you guys for a little bit. I don't know why. Nancy said rings on men are a no unless it's a wedding band. Women want what is perceived to be not obtainable. So Chris thinks it's a good one. Nancy says no. And Narinder says I'm back. Claudia says if you see a guy who's in his 50s who isn't married, it's like, what's up with that? Yeah. Narinder says that's a no from you. But why? I'm wondering why. And I'm hearing you, Narinder. But I'm wondering why you'd say that's a no. Like women bartenders wear rings a lot of times, so they're not hit on all the time. Huh. Hmm. Well, we might be having audio problems. Looks like we're having audio problems, which is unfortunate because it's been a glorious show. Let me try something one more time. Chris says he hears me. All right, well, you guys can hear me. For anybody that's having audio problems, try logging off and getting back on. My phone connection was bad for a second, so I lost you for a second. But again, I'm kind of curious. Some jobs, Greg goes, some jobs wouldn't allow you to wear a ring for safety reasons. Okay, but yeah, that's not the jobs that I type. So, Narinder, I want to know why you think it's a no. And okay, why should I care at all that Narinder thinks it's a no? What would a woman, because without a doubt, women bartenders will wear rings so they're not hit on all the time. Does anybody judge them like they're horrible people? I guess, and I don't even mean it in any negative way, but why would I care what Narinder thinks at all? And I'm not picking on you, Narinder. I mean, hey, Ken. Oh, you're married. No, not at all, but I wanted to be part of the club. Am I concerned that I'm getting hit on too much? No, not at all. But I kind of miss wearing jewelry. I only wear a watch. Do you see any piercings? No. Do you see any chains? No. I feel I should be able to accessorize if I want to. No, I get it. I understand why you responded, Nancy, but I'm going, should I even care? But I am curious, like, why would Narinder or you, Nancy, why would you not like, why would it, I'm curious, why would it bother you at all? Nancy and Narinder, why would you not, if anything, I'm saying, women, leave me alone. It seems deceptive. I mean, I appreciate you playing this game. Nancy thinks it's deceptive. But if anything, I'm saying, leave me alone. I don't want you to hit on me. Right? I'm saying I'm not available. It's not like wearing a hairpiece. You can't help but wonder what the person who gave it to me would think. I mean, I don't know if anyone actually gave it to me. I think I bought it. I mean, I'm probably not going to do it, but I was kind of curious to mix it up a little bit. I'm bored. It's fun to play with a little bit. It's a little tight though. I mean, there has to be a reason I haven't dated in 2 years. Claudia says when she got divorced, she threw her ring down the sewer. I mean, that's certainly one strategy one could say. But I kind of like this ring. It's my ring. Well, Nancy, I'm not doubting that it's a little weird. But like somebody said earlier, it makes me look more stable. Maybe it makes me feel more stable. Because a little bit being single and a non drinker is totally confusing to me. Because I always associated like talking to women as a drinking sport, something I did in the bar. Or if I wasn't in the bar, I'd be saying, hey, why don't we go? I'll buy you a drink. That was what dating was to me. So since I don't drink, I almost don't date. And since I don't date, rather than explain all that to you, I could just wear the ring. Fred Hinkle says being single and a non drinker is the best place for me to be. No, I get that, Fred. I could buy a date a salad. Would we go to a grocery store? Hey, don't go over a pound. It's $8.99 a pound. You you considering how much that weighs at all? It's going to be an expensive salad if you throw on another hard-boiled egg. Do you guys like those salads at those uh I don't know, grocery stores? I kind of do. Or would you rather have them pre-packaged for you? I must say, the thought of the individual expense, I must say, I calculate in my mind, I go, huh, hard boiled egg, kudunk, might be a third of a pound right there. Cost me $3 for that egg. Bad deal. Oh, you mean a salad at a Panera? I mean, it has to be a Panera? Frank de Tank, you're very specific about your salads. Hey, maybe we could go out sometime. It's a little tight. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go. Hold on. Oh, maybe we could go out sometime. We could meet at the Panera. Get a salad, endless cups of coffee. Somebody said I'm not stable. I am stable. Who's more stable than me? Are you all stable? No. Come on. I'm stable, but I'm growing. That's what makes it so exciting. So much fun to be a part of. 55 makes a mean salad. Frank the Tank sent. Oh, he's still talking about the salad at Panera. Is there like a queen salad or I forget? I had a salad there. Forget what it's called, but I did have a good salad there at Panera. I kind of know what you mean. I think it had like avocados in it and stuff like that. It was tasty. Well, it is Thursday morning. It is Thursday morning. It is 9:16. I can get more coffee. I could watch CNBC. I could get a couple of yogurts, some oranges, chill out. Lisa Smith, I think you see what I'm saying about working out. Without feeling like you're getting better at something, you're losing a lot of the incentive of going to the gym and doing the elliptical or what have you. And going to the gym and doing the elliptical doesn't sound very fun to me. So I think working out, I think I might easily be able to convince myself that I could just rest my shoulder and go in and do a yoga class tomorrow as a sort of re-entry into the gym and maybe pick up where I left off last week, or excuse me, next week. But what that leaves me with today, don't worry, ladies, no ring on these fingers. I am in my 50s and I'm totally single. Doesn't anyone just take a walk anymore? Uh, I mean, I walk. I mean, I'm a waiter. A walk isn't really intense exercise, Fred. It doesn't blow off the steam or the demons with which you spoke very much. Nancy sympathizes with my injury. You have an ankle issue. You haven't been able to run for a couple days. It is frustrating. Yeah. Again, I could go work out, but we all decided I should rest my shoulder. It's not right. Still not right, though. But anyway, it is Wednesday morning. We have had an amazingly glorious audience, and I want to thank you guys so much for joining. I could talk longer because I don't really have anything else to do. I might go see if I can golf or something. Even that sounds very more than I want. Oh, you have two dogs you're excited about or excited about walking. Rebecca says no golf. Because my shoulder? Well, I could just sit in my hotel room and eat my Chef Boyardee ravioli. How would that be? 57-year-old man found in hotel room, drowning in extra family-sized cans of ravioli Chef Boyardee. Couldn't get him out of the hotel room. He'd grown too large. But anyway, it's Wednesday morning. I want to thank you so much for joining for this edition of Coffee with Ken. It's been a fun show. I'm looking forward to my day. And did I say it's Wednesday morning? I might have said it's Wednesday morning. Either way, I'm pretty sure it is Thursday morning. But I'm not totally sure. But I think it's Thursday morning. And I want to thank you for joining today. And I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope you had a great night's sleep. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.